Hey buds, welcome back to Metabos and welcome back to another JoJo reaction. We have like, what, 15 episodes left? Something like that? Shit's about to start getting crazy, man. I'm ready for it. Also, this season's like flying by. For some reason, I feel like we just met Giorno Giovanna, and I feel like it's already almost over. Let's get into it. Hi, how's it going? Check out this thing. Greatly appreciate it. Start liking, commenting, subscribing. Whatever you want to do, I appreciate it. All right, thank you for being here. Thank you for enjoying the content. I also stream on Twitch. I have a Discord. I have a gaming channel. Whatever you want. All right. Anyway, this is the episode Notorious B.I.G.
今組織の追っ手が他にこのベネツィアにいるとはとても思えない。に行かねばならない。サルディニアでボスの過去を一刻も早く見つけなければ。
Man, we are in every JoJo. Well, no. Okay, the last part we were just in the town the whole time, but like this feels like more part 3 where we're just constantly on the move. All right, we're on a boat, we're in a fucking submarine, we're on a train, we're on another boat, we're in a little jeep, we're walking in the desert. It's just like there's constant movement in this one, but in part 4 we were just in a cute little town, and that town was able to get you know, like its own personality because of it, which was actually kind of cool, you know, to see in JoJo's that like even though it's a location, it's still like, you know, it still has a presence. Well, even spiritually, I guess. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Right. It's also funny if like if you had one of those friends that was like it's like, hey, this is one of these planes. It goes up to this miles an hour, and it goes this fast. There's no single living thing that can keep up with this. It's like, can we get on the plane now? I understand planes are fast. Can we go? Okay. That is extremely. I didn't think the copies could like interact with the physical world like that. I guess I thought you can kind of just watch what they did and maybe heard what they said, but the fact that like you can get a pilot to technically show you what they did for takeoff and then copy them, that's pretty good. You could basically like, as long as the time permits, you could basically do anything. You know, it's again information based, very very good. That is fucking wild. Sir, like, yeah, if you put your hand like on a spike, the little hole, sure, like a little hole. We could see inside your leg. This is gonna come up real quick. I should have. That walk is atrocious. I should have double checked, or at least like paid attention to when we were actually eating at the last episode, if Bruno was actually eating or not, you know, or if they were not eating, because maybe if they would be dead, they wouldn't be eating, right? If they're dead, they wouldn't be bleeding, right?
Yeah,
see, this is the situation where you double tap, right? You double tap, you get someone to push them off the runway, you get this fucking Aerosmith to drop some bombs, just keep, like, we have unlimited ammo in Aerosmith, right? Aerosmith is like it's like a submachine gun version of Sex Pistols. It's not the same stand, but you get what I mean. Like Sex Pistols, it's accurate, and you get pa, 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 you know, and Aerosmith, you know, all that. So you use the unlimited ammo and you lay into that bitch. Okay. So how did your presence get known? Right? How did we find out just randomly that you existed? You know? Because you were technically in hiding for like a majority of your life, or not in hiding, but like the gang didn't know about you. So like, why all of a sudden does the gang know about you? Did we already go over this and I forgot? Because like you could have just stayed where you were and then your life wouldn't be in danger. I don't think you really cared to. Well, I guess you did want to kind of know about your father. Maybe, yeah. Well, Yeah, I guess this is, if you were just curious, this is a very curiosity did in fact try to kill the cat multiple times.
いいから銃を抜いてください。戸棚が変なんです。おいおいおいおい。妙なこと言ってんのはおめえだぜ。この飛行機にはゴキブリ一匹乗ってねえって言ったよな。
I'm telling you, all right, you live in a world of stands. You have 6 imaginary children with you that kick bullets. Okay, listen to the dude.
いつこの冷蔵庫に入れたんだ。チキンの食い残しなんかでこの俺を驚かそうなんてよ。
What the fuck?
なんか面白えのかよ、こんなことしてよ。
What the fuck? What? I guess we don't really know who this could be. And why is your one finger shaped like that? Anyone else see? I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
演者のネズミみてえに外にぶっ飛んでいくそうだぜ。
みんな何かにつかまれ。スティッキーフィンガーズ。
Well, I like that we're all holding on, but can't he just open a zipper into the void as well? It doesn't have to be like into like the atmosphere. We could just open it to the void and throw these fingers into the void.
捕まるほどのこともなかったかな。他に異常はないか。徹底的に調べるのだ。
What the fuck is What the fuck is that? It's what the fuck? I'm assuming that was supposed to be written in like Japanese originally, or was it always in English? That's just I want to eat some pizza margarita. Maybe. Okay. I don't understand. I'm just like, the part I want to know is if the English here is always there. Well, I guess we are watching it. Yeah, but we're also watching you let me know. It's just like, imagine watching like what if you're like actually watching it in Japanese without subtitles? Would I want to eat some pizza margarita still be there? That's what I'm curious about. That is fucking random as shit.
僕もピッツァが食べたいな。
It is still there.
故郷ネアポリスに帰ってシンプルなマルゲリータを。
What? I don't. Is that written on there?
Oh.
What? You can't write. Can I show that?
まるで駅のトイレみたいだな。
Okay, Jorno, you're a smart boy. All right, I've seen you detect some shit. There is no fucking way in hell you are thinking that people just wrote this on the wall, right? It's like in Arial, Times New Roman. I don't know what the fuck the typography is for this, but the fucking text, you could see it. It's going from the wall, like over the window. This is not written down. You pay attention.
この小型ジェット、金持ちのものだろうに。
Yeah, look at your fucking finger, idiot. We want to go to Yeah. What the? This is a little spooky. God, I played a horror game the other day. I'm still shooken up about it.
まさか死んでるのにスタンド能力だと。こいつ僕の体を食って大きくな。
That's fucking crazy. Okay. All right. Let's talk about what we know. All right. You said even if he's dead, the stand is still happening. I don't think he died or he was alive to begin with. Right? You pumped 6 bullets into that bitch. That bitch should be Dunzo Americano. Right? There's no fucking shot that he should be fine. So is this stand unique in where it just keeps the user alive forever? Or is this the one situation where the stand actually works like after death? You know what I mean? Like it's since he's dead, the stand activated and he's dead forever. In that case, I have a plan for that. All right. we get a big box. We estimate really. You see the size of this guy? Notorious big. All right. We need to get a big box. We need a crate. All right. Then we gotta get the Speedwagon Foundation. Get us a rocket. Send that bitch to space. Who's he gonna zombie in space? Fucking nobody. Send that bitch straight into the sun. Let's see what happens after that. If he becomes the sun, we lost. That's it. Oh, commercial. Those are your stats? Holy shit, you're cooking. Speed, unlimited range. What the fuck? Potential A? This is one of the strongest stands we've ever seen.
ペリエンスの腕に飛びかかろうとしていたのか。
一体どういうことなのだ、ジョルノ。理解できん。
Do you think you get used to the amputations? You know, with the amount of times in this part that like we've had to cut off body parts and re-put body parts back on, do you think you ever get used to it? Think, I've had my arm amputated a few times already. It's not as bad as you guys think. You know, the adrenaline kicks in and then you just put a new arm on and then everything's fine, you know? But like that pain should still technically reside, but there's also, I don't know. I feel like it would scar me a little bit.
本体が死んで初めて動き出したスタンドのようです。本体がいないからこのジェット機のスピードにもついてこれるのです。
だがジョルノ
What the fuck? So do you think it only activates after you die? Okay, so that's what we got. So then when he succeeds with his stand, then he gets brought back to life, you think? So maybe that's how it works. He got shot, he died, the stand activated, the stand does its thing where like it eats another body maybe, and then maybe you take over that body. I don't really know, but maybe something like that. Maybe that's why the guy looked like the stand, is because the stand ate somebody and then he became that person. Okay. So the main thing we got, hurry up and shut the door. So the main thing is it may detect movement, right? Because it's so far it's only going after people that like are like, hey, kind of thing, you know. It went after the Sex Pistols because he shot the bullets, and then it grabbed the actual bullets. It had to get the guy that got the gun. It got JoJo. It went after Narancha because Narancha was like, hey, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this thing, and it had the plane. It grabbed the plane. So I think it might be movement based.
早ければ早いほどそれと同じスピードで最優先に追跡してくる。
Okay. How the fuck is this gonna work? At this point, why wouldn't we just drop something out of the plane unless its aura stays in the plane in that seating area, whatever the fuck it's called. So what if we just keep rolling a ball back and forth, or we drop a ball out of a zipper and it has to follow it outside the plane, and it just is not our problem for a while, maybe. Okay, we'll be fine. We'll fight. Obviously, we're not gonna have no arms for the rest of the show, right? So something will happen. Maybe the stand could still work on this. Maybe Trisha's stand could end up healing something. Maybe we can zipper on some prosthetics. Gotta get a little creative sometimes.
までみんなにダメージはいかなかったかもしれない。飛行機に乗ると提案した。俺の考えが甘かった。
そんなこと誰も予想なんかできっこないわ。
I still think this was probably the best call. Like, we could have taken a boat, but I feel like the boat still would have been more dangerous. You know, I feel like the plane, at least we are getting there quickly. We are taking some casualties, but we can try to find something to start healing everybody up.
でもジョルノたちは違う。
I really like that pilot though. Go on, he's a little cutie patootie. Why is this scary? You better watch that fucking window. Jesus. Fuck you.
だったらむしろ飛行機は空を動いているわ。
It was able to follow the fucking plane, right?
早ければ早いほど優先して追いついてくるのよ。
So it's got unlimited speed, and that's why the fucking thing was the way it is. That's such a weird fucking stand for, like, especially for like a zombie. You know? For like zombies are like, Feel free to use that sound effect in any of your zombie games, I guess. That's crazy that it can just use whatever, like it can just follow and keep up with anything. It's a very strong stand. I'm sorry I insulted you earlier. It just doesn't, like, even the fingers thing still doesn't make sense to me. Okay, I think I was right earlier. I think when we first saw the stand coming out of that big boy, I think it looked like him because I think it takes the shape of it, of the person. I think. I'm for certain because I made a comment about it earlier. That's like, hey, this is the first time the stand actually looks like the person. Because now he's goop because he doesn't have a person.
生きている。ゴールドエクスペリエンス。いえ、チェルノは今両腕を。
Well, that's why he has the brooches. Brooches? Because they always fucking come in clutch, dude. He should have a whole utility vest at this point, or belt, that he has just like quarters or little ladybugs or something, you know, that he could just throw wherever he wants. It's like, oh, this is my backup hand. These are his backup hand. So are you telling me the entire time he's been wearing this, these were always backup hands, and they just changes it whenever he needs it for it to do something else? I'm curious, dude. He might be always like prepared. Yeah.
私ったら自分で何をやってるか分かってるの？
Why is it beating the shit out of this thing? Didn't it usually like absorb it? What are you doing just laying into this poor couch for? Oh my god. Also, I just noticed that like your jewelry, your clothing, whatever it is, it's got all the it's got math symbols on it. You got a plus, you got minus. I think I saw a divide symbol. You got all Ed Sheeran all over you. Yeah, but like if you left the ladybug alone, then JoJo would be fucked, right? But you could still get your leg back. We can get you a new leg. Oh, there she is. Is that the Spice Girl? And look at she's got all the maths. That's a cute little synergy thing. Look at that. What if you decide to wear a different skirt all of a sudden? That would be a really fucking creepy situation though, because I guess we never really thought about well, just how the stands originally get there. You know, it's not like they first interact with you. It's just like you have it all of a sudden. But it's not like, hey, throw the boach over there. And you're like, what the fuck? Did you just see this thing? Yeah, do it. You're like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck is your ability and why is it making that noise? Is your ability to turn things into balloons, ma'am? What the fuck? That's alright. The possibilities are very interesting with it, right? Because she can move through almost any space and then make it normal afterwards, or even make it stretchy afterwards. She can change the like fabric of like solid surface. Like it's weird to describe, but I understand the appeal and the utility of said stand. Now I want to kind of know how it works on people and other stands. Can we go like if someone to punch us, can we turn that shit into goop and it would just go around us? You think? Are we immortal? Maybe? Is this going to be related to her father's stand? No, it can't, because his is timey and hers is not timey. It's more, because sometimes it's related. Well, maybe not. Well, you're fine, right? Even if that little like, goopy thing touches you, like that's technically the door. So like it wouldn't even be able to like interact with you. You know what I mean? I guess that would still hurt. Oh, you be very, very careful on what we're about to do with this. Okay?
隠れてもドアのこっち側を探知している。もうダメだわ。私はスタン
guys. Why? This is some Dan to Dan type of shit. Okay. Why don't we chill the fuck out with this? I understand it's like the only strap that's there. Okay. What about the neck? What about the neck thing?
の方に来てしまった。何言ってるの？ジョルノのこのブローチは左手に成長して動いているのよ。
Okay. All right. This is also an interesting situation because the stand has a mind of her own. You know? Where all just like most like not all like it's a weird amount. Like some stands communicate and some stands do not communicate. Some stands like this one is like fully conscious and it's been around forever. So she can talk back and forth about strategies and anything she fucking wants at this point. But like it's weird that some do that and some don't, you know? Sex Pistols do, Aerosmith doesn't. Same thing with what Golden Wind or whatever I forgot the name of it. But regardless, like some of them have Gold Experience, that's what it was. Some of them can communicate. Which, I don't know. It's just like I would feel bad at that point because it's like a Pokemon that like lives inside you. I don't want to word like that either. I didn't think this would work. Didn't we already like shoot the fuck out of this thing technically? And didn't that kind of hit it? I don't remember. I feel like this wouldn't work. Here we go.
Spice Girl.
The blood fucking shooting out of the thing and everything. Honestly, pretty good stand. I'm excited to see the stats of this bitch. Right now, actually. Look at that. Perfect timing. Look at that. Look at that. That's what we live for. That's the shit we live for. Look at that. Power A, speed A, range C. Perfectly fine. Durability B. Honestly, I guess potential C kind of works. I mean, you know what Jit can do. You can do a little bit of fun stuff with it, but nothing crazy. So I guess that checks out. But power and speed A and durability, that's a powerhouse.
わかった。だがどうしろというのだ。これをどうすればいいというのだ。
Technically, if the plane was going to crash, we can make the whole thing rubber and just boom, 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 or land in the river or some shit like that. That'd be pretty good too.
ナメクジのようにゆっくりだぞ。
Crazy though.
パニックになるな。決して走るな。急いだら攻撃される。
Could you fucking imagine? Could you fucking imagine? He's just been like giving her a fucking speech for the last 10 minutes, like, hey, go slow, don't pay. And then she just fucking books it. She just fucking books it. She didn't give a fuck. What? Okay. I understand. But again, the punching thing, I get it. It's still a JoJo thing. I would have loved to see some multiple kicks or something. Maybe just one like haymaker. Why can't one of the stand people just be a haymaker person? You know, that'd be pretty sick too. I will say, although I do love her ability, her stand, design, everything about it, I hate the rubber noise. That like stretchy noise. I don't know if I'll get used to that. It's not a noise I necessarily ever hated at some point. I think over the course of listening to it a bunch of times, I think I will start to. Because already I'm like, ooh. You know what? It's just one of those noises. It's like nails on a chalkboard almost. It's like, ugh.
ほんのちょっぴり俺たちのダメージは増えるようだぜ。これは俺が始末する。俺のジッパーじゃなければダメだ。
Because it keeps regenerating, so what you're gonna do is, are you gonna do my fucking plan? All right, not entirely my plan. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think Bruno has one of my dream abilities. You take this thing and you fucking put it into the void and you zip it back up. And since like the void is not like universally connected in his zipper world, he could just put it in like a fucking rock under the sea and into the void of the rock, and then no one else could ever access it again. That is basically my version of sending it to space.
やめろ！お前まだ再起不能になるというのか！
いいえ、アバッキオ。誰も再起不能になんかならないわ。
No. What, can we not put it into the void? I feel like the void would be a perfect solution for this. We talked about this when we found the $8 billion or whatever the fuck it was in the urinal, right? Because it was not in the urinal, but it was in the void in the urinal. I will say, Bruno's Arrivederci kind of slapped a little bit more, but it was still pretty good. But if we get you a different line, I'm sure I would love it. But I mean, he already called it, so Bruno gets Arrivederci. Narancia gets Valo Vilo, whatever the fuck it was. We'll fight. Bye-bye, maybe. How about bye-bye?
50キロ地点で謎の墜落迷宮入り乗客は全員行方不明
That right there is the fucking squad. Is this ending early? No, okay. That's the fucking squad, though. Our team is now built. We are ready to push the end of this. Is this that guy? Or is this the assassin? It's a it's a beautiful picture. It shows you're typing a lot, but there's only 2 pictures pulled up on your desktop, dude. Are you faking it right now for the camera? Yeah, you were typing an awfully lot. What the hell were you actually typing up? Huh? You have a little fan fiction going on in there? Oh, is that what she used to look like, or is that her mom? Use the mouse. What do you... This is an extremely inefficient way to navigate your desktop. There should be a little touchpad on that bitch, no? Is this before touchpad? There should be a mouse. You have a touchpad right there. You fucking weirdo. Stop. I would lose my mind if I saw someone do that like that. Oh, little baby picture of her. It's so cute though. Right. Why do you look psychotic, bro? But they're alive. Okay, so you know. So, dude, you don't always need to have your standout. This dude, although a diva, it's weird. All right, I think it's the eyes, and it's also the additional face on top. It's freaking me out a little bit.
15年前この若き日の母親のポートレートを撮影したのが
Well, I fucking assume so, right? Is that much of a reveal that her dad took a picture of her mom? Crazy.
私であるということをそれをムーディーブルースの能力にリプレイさせ
Oh,
る
but then they would be able to see you though, which would be some big deal for some reason.
いかねばならないこの私が
Dude, I can basically see your face now. What the fuck is the problem? Why is your identity so goddamn important? I can see half your face. I don't know you. What the fuck is going on with this? Why is this such a huge thing here?
いらしたのですか。ノックしたのですが。
Just close the door. Just close the door.
です。失礼しました。また後で出直してき。
I thought that was my computer for a second. I thought that was me. But I think she just got fucking eviscerated. Oh. He just cleaned up and left. Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
あれ？私何しに来たんだっけ？
That's still pretty impressive because, like, he doesn't have a huge span that he could do that shit in. And now that I think I have a pretty fair grasp on how his ability works, like, I think, what, it was like 15, 20 seconds, something like that, to clean up an entire room with all those things? You gotta be quick with that shit. He's pretty good. But, I mean, that makes it so it's really hard to catch him, but, like, you probably have enough money where you don't need to be, you could probably have your own situation going on, right? You don't need to be jumping to motel to motel. You can also leave, you could just... There's a lot of ways, I feel like. If you just take your time and just stay hidden for a while, well, I guess... Well, we'll find out. Whatever. There's a lot of what-ifs.
そうだ、掃除だよ。さあ、お仕事お仕事。
Yeah, it's gonna get a little spicy. All right, I'm extremely excited for this. I really hope that this whole like hidden like persona thing pays out, because I'm like, I don't really understand the purpose of it, because they're gonna be like, oh, it's your dad. And it's like, oh, that's what it looks like. All right, cool.